Hey, what up, guys? I think I'm decided to get rid of the shell dwellers. If you guys are new to the channel, these are just like a miniature cichlid that live in shells in Lake Tanganyika in Africa. Basically, I just got these fish to show you how to breed them and make videos on them. And I did that. I made videos on how to breed them and how to separate them into a little chamber to keep them away from the parents and all that. And then I added the fry back into the adult tank. So I think I'm done with these fish for now because I bred them and I showed you guys the videos and that was kind of the whole point. So I'm going to be getting rid of them today and taking them into the pet store to get rehomed. So, all right, I just got all the shell dwellers out. Now, it's actually so easy to get them out because you just grab the shell and they all go in there. So you just pick the shells out and put them right in the bag. And all the fish are in the shells, so I'm pretty much just gonna tear this tank down. And all the fish are gonna go back to a pet store and go to a new home. All right, so I took the time to drain the tank and I wanted the gravel for the other tanks I was putting there. So I took all the gravel out and I went ahead and I set it up. So I'm not sure if it's gonna stay like this. I'm just gonna pour water in these tanks and get the lid on these and put a light set over them. And then we're gonna go ahead and take the shell dwellers into the pet store and we're probably gonna get some fish for these tanks. All right, so I just got the tanks filled up. They're gonna be cloudy because this gravel came from another tank and the filters came from other tanks. But you can see this tank here is one that I had on my desk already. These are just some gold barbs that I'm going to be breeding. Yeah, so 2 5-gallons and a 10-gallon right there on the left. I think this is gonna work out a lot better than the 20-gallon with just a couple cichlids in it. All right, guys, I just got back from the pet store. I dropped off the shell dwellers and I picked up new fish, but quickly I want to show you it's only been like an hour and look how clear the tanks have gotten. The fish are about ready, so I threw in a fake plant in the back just to make them more comfortable. You can see they're darkening up. This is more what they were looking like in the store, kind of blacked out. But yeah, so my #1 tip when getting new fish would be never add the water that the pet store gives you to your fish tank. A lot of people don't talk about it, but the water that comes from the pet store often has a lot of sickness and illnesses in the water, parasites, all that stuff. So what I do is I take a net over a bucket and I'll pop the bag open and pour it in the water and leave the fish in the net and the water in the bucket. You'll take the fish and dump them right in. Now, I'm going to show you guys me doing that here in a second. But never add the water from the pet store to your fish tank. I've got my little helper in the fish room, keeping me company. All right, so the fish are ready. I always like to float my fish in there for at least 10 to 15 minutes, but if you get a look, these guys are beautiful. I've never seen these fish before. She called it the splash tetra. Like I was saying, apparently the males lay their eggs above the water, like up here where the water's not at, and then they will splash on the eggs to keep them wet, I guess. So it would be really cool if I could do a breeding video on them. They almost look like a minnow, but I guess they're tetras. But yeah, let's go ahead. I'm gonna pop the bag open. I'm gonna pour them in the net to keep all the water out. So let's go ahead and do that. Fish in here, so I take the fish. I'll just go ahead and put them in. All the fish in there. Make sure nobody's stuck in your net. He's very tiny. And he was the only one, so I just picked him up because I really like rainbow fish. So let's go ahead and get this guy in the tank and then I'll show you guys with the lights on when the fish are all comfortable. Here he is. Now these fish are going to be stressed out for a while because they just came from like an hour ride from the pet store. So I am going to turn off the lights and just let them chill. And then I will bring the camera back on later tonight when the fish are all comfortable and swimming around and eating. Now I'm going to go ahead and take all this water from the pet store and go ahead and dump it out. And I will usually wash out this bucket because I do use this bucket in my fish room. So I will wash it out with hot water. So this footage is from the next day, and I noticed they're kind of skittish, so I put more plants in there, and they really seem to enjoy that, so that's pretty much it for this video. I got some new fish. These are splash tetras. I'll be making more videos on them once I get more comfortable and come out for the camera. So we'll definitely be getting more fish for this set of tanks here. So leave a comment down below if you enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.